Come on, boy, a lot of enthusiasm in this crowd.
Well, happy birthday. It's a surprise. Take him home. How do you like that? How do you like them apples? Come on.
No, I didn't know anything about it.
You knew about it.
I don't know.
Just let him run. He's all right. I thought we were going out to eat. You are. You're eating here.
So what are you going to eat for? He's not home.
I don't want any surprise.
All right, he doesn't want it. Go home, go home.
Got back.
Well, this is really a surprise.
Did your uncle meet the newest member of the family?
Really a surprise. Right? Yeah. Well, oh my God.
How are you?
Thank you.
Where are you supposed to be?
Good to see you.
Happy birthday.
Shorty. I talked to
Everyone is here, but
Hi,
Jeremy.
are you shooting?
I talked to
I didn't realize the thing was so tiny.
at her home, and she was taking care of this baby.
Yeah, look at the hair on this child.
See that?
You've never seen him.
No.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Happy birthday.
How are you?
John.
You're looking great.
While you were at school?
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
I was rather, you know, Dick, I was suspicious
I'll save it.
of the remarks. When you were at my house,
You did a good
Elliot, you were on the telephone with Elliot.
Right.
And he made a remark, and you said, well, I'll be in touch with you about
That's it.
things.
See,
And
That was the
listening.
and
He
you
was
kind of
listening.
suspected something.
I can't get over it. You, paper.
Hello, how are you?
You make
Good to see you.
be a surprise.
I'm glad you were surprised. It's hard to keep a surprise, I'm sure.
It's a real surprise. Dick was at the house.
Look at those legs.
Dick was at the house, and he was on the telephone with Elliot. I suspected something, but I had no idea. That and when did you get back here? Did you get back this morning,
I think
Kay?
a couple days ago. I
You
came
came-
back Friday.
Did you?
Well, at least we know what's wrong with it.
Yeah, I was willing to volunteer using my camera, but he said he has others. So.
Get out of here.
Why don't you announce what the date is and what's going on here?
This is Burnt Chicken Day, and
Commemorating.
it's commemorating my grandfather's birthday, 90th birthday. What's today's date?
There's something kind of.
It's July 29th.
Today is July 29th, but we're having a family surprise birthday for Grandpa, who was born
Elliot, it's burning.
August 8,
Elliot.
1899.
You can't talk and cook at the same time. Please leave the chef alone. Whatever's out here.
Bourbon, yeah.
As I said, it's Burnt Chicken Day.
I know, but he's busy.
I'll have to send video.
Huh?
I
have my own DVD.
with food.
I have
Her mother has been sitting
I
outside
lost
the window with a shotgun.
12 pounds.
Mall across from the Chestnut Hill Mall, which is supposed to have like
Probably Atrium.
Valentino and all these.
So it's going to be a step above even Chestnut Hill,
Right,
which is
exactly.
probably the nicest mall in the area.
Yeah, and they're trying to upgrade themselves so that we still have
It's going to be
competition.
very select.
Yeah.
Although the Burlington Mall is nice.
I like that mall, but that you
That's
can find
not close
anything.
to you,
No, it's
is it?
about 20 minutes away.
That's all?
Yeah.
I always liked the Burlington Mall because it had the stores I liked. It had Filene's, Lord Taylor's, and Jordan Marsh, and those are the stores I went in.
I like the stone animals they have inside there.
I think they took them away. Oh, that's where I used to put them. Years ago. Here, sit in a dinosaur. They took them away, Mike.
It wasn't a dinosaur. It was a whale.
He remembers
and a camel.
Away.
Yeah.
Wow, he local the other way.
You sit in Florida, that's all you can get?
Oh, yes.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, she needed me.
Fortunately,
She does? Oh, yeah.
Show Lynn your shirt. What are you doing?
Love the moose.
This is for Aunt Regina.
Oh, Debbie has beta. Can you convert to beta? One tape?
Who has beta?
Debbie.
Debbie who?
We did it. They spent $10,000 painting inside.
Well, I did it. Look at it.
All of it. Painted, papered all the rooms inside. I haven't been inside, I don't know. Hey, how's Giuliano coming along? Pretty good?
We'll see.
Huh? When is it taking place?
Start. Now it's official. Now it's official.
Don't ask. Ask us what happened.
What happened? Don't ask.
Don't ask.
Don't ask.
Look, I brought my party stuff.
What happened? Don't ask. Hello, Jack.
Wow, look at us. I never expected
Bob ballot. He's running the Democratic Party ballot. Signed around the Conservative ballot.
How are you?
He's running the Republican ballot.
No, when did you get it? When did you get it? 20 minutes ago.
Amazing in your car.
Hi, man.
He's also in Ghostbusters. They have a very...
Good to see you.
I am surprised.
Good to see you. How are you?
No, Gloria.
Good.
I want tomorrow to meet somebody really important.
Okay. I have on my grass shoes. They're all
Okay. Thank you very much.
Good chinny too.
Yeah, Chitty's right here.
Yeah. Did you know about it?
No, I was completely surprised. Completely. He called me about 10 o'clock and he said, well, we're going to pick you up and take you.
Go away. If you go to
John, nice lunch somewhere.
Thank God you're out. Your boy is suspended.
Yeah, well, my cabinet suspended.
We'll be there.
Actually,
I know you called to see you. Well, I never knew.
Where's Gloria? I haven't yet. Oh, Gloria got her.
And you're going to be grandfather in 2 weeks, 2 months.
Yeah.
September. How's Leslie feeling? Well, anyway, you look well.
Danny, get this shot right here. He's ready. Get this shot. Look, Giuliani's taking pictures of us.
Yeah, Giuliani will make it.
Yeah, you look well. I'm delighted.
Oh yeah, someone will appreciate it immediately.
I don't want any gifts.
Well, believe me,
don't want any
you're not going to want this.
You're not going to want it.
It's hard to get out of. All right, we'll put away.
I don't like it.
Unless you want to allow. That's better.
It's not like he did this thing or didn't do it. First one,
First shot.
These arms are warm.
That's very nice.
Do you think we... Great. Audrey, where's that present? Look. Audrey. Oh,
John, you up black and white?
Oh,
And vertical.
Yeah, you best pal.
That's right.
That's right. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold it, I can't hold it. Thank you both very much.
We thought that Shinny might want.
How is that going?
I think she wants
Do I
that
have to
bottle.
open it?
Give me the bottle and I'll give it to her.
Chocolate. I thought you forgot your grandfather completely.
I
So
did.
says if he forgot me, to hell with him. I don't care. But I guess you remembered me after all. You did. No question about it.
No, I remember.
I bet it was you, if I know him.
Oh, I went there like
Oh. Oh, for God's sake.
This is from your children.
I don't want any gifts, you know.
Okay. Say here, this is for you then.
Wow. She's sitting over there with him.
I read that book.
Oh.
See? You got best
He looks so much younger in there than he does in the Daily News and New York Times. If I knew this were going to transpire, I wouldn't have been because I don't want gifts. I mean it. I don't like getting gifts.
the bottle already.
I'm telling you. They'll never learn, Arnold.
Huh?
They'll never learn.
No, they will not learn. I don't want gifts. I don't like gifts.
I know.
No, we're leaving on Friday, which is August.
Oh my.
Okay.
It's a shame to open it so pretty, isn't it? That's very nicely done. Bill said that when I talked to him Friday, he said, Debbie is making something for you.
Here.
And I told him, I said, I don't want any. Nothing. Don't give me any.
Oh, Regina, yes, I know it. No, you will like this.
I don't want anything.
No, this you will like.
Present. A nest is a
You know what
donkey,
that
isn't
is,
he?
don't you? That was Marjorie blanket for her bedspread at college.
Hi, Shinny, don't you?
Oh, wow.
Besides, like insult and often he calls
I won't open it now.
You put it together for you. She
I'm
does
sure it's something that I will use. And I thank you all. I thank everybody, but
You should know. You could program in
I'm glad you did.
Right now he died or his number. But after when you could program
here we
in,
are.
you can pick up the phone when you press
They're all-
then you could talk to
I feel
Penny,
like
you
a
could
dope.
talk to Regina.
Do you feel like a dope too?
No, you don't feel like dope. You deserve the 90 years, hey.
What are you doing, dear? No. 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 Oh.
Yeah.
You want a refill?
Not you. Thank you, Sandy, very much. I don't know why you did it. I don't want
How old are you now? About 58? And you're just starting?
57.
57.
That's great.
Perfect. Wonderful idea.
Okay. I'd like to get myself a pair.
Isn't that a great shot, huh?
Hillard,
Get out of here.
would you like a pair, dear?
That's clever. That's
You know who's going to love those? Chinny. Chinny's going to love those.
Wait,
He's going to cuddle up with them.
The Wall Street Slipper Company.
That reminds
Yeah.
What's Marjorie? One size fits all?
Herbie.
Yeah.
Jeff and
Oh, this is beautiful. You can't see her with the bottle.
now I can see her. I'll take later because it's 24.
Say hello to Aunt Regina.
Hi, Aunt Regina.
I don't like so much attention.
Come visit.
Oh,
I
you
have
love it
room.
and you know
Stay with me.
You have all your presents opened yet?
Excuse me?
There's one more present.
Pen, get one of
But
Everybody has to come this way.
This is your life? Oh, this is,
No, this is almost this.
Did you get it on the fax machine?
I received this in my...
Herbie and Dickie.
This came from George?
No, you're not listening.
No, you
all have to come
watch.
close.
This comes from George?
But I received this in my office yesterday morning on a fax machine. And it says, please read this at Dad's party, July 30th. Is it today the 30th yes, or the 29th? 30th. 1989, from daughter Regina.
You don't?
Shh. And it's to you. Who knows what amazing discoveries, changes, developments will be made in the next 90 years. No doubt there will be new technology, discoveries, and inventions which are unfathomable to us now. Or it could be that we will have destroyed ourselves and our environment with those very technologies that we've invented to better our lives. Not really knowing what the future holds for us, but hoping that it will be positive and peaceful. I'd like to reflect on the past. That is, the past 90 years that you, Dad, have lived through. You were born August 8th, 1899. Sounds like Ralph Edwards, right? A year after George Gershwin, although you outlived him by 52 years.
So far.
George missed WW2, the invention of plastics, and the man on the moon. You've seen all of that. From horse-drawn carriages that your father rented for $1 a day, to go on a family picnic, to Cadillacs and Lincolns with dented fenders acquired from backing out of the garage in the wrong direction. Though you were born in Springfield, Massachusetts, your family moved to Thompsonville, Connecticut when you were a boy, where your father had a gents' furnishing store, not too far from the Bigelow Sanford Carpet Company, where most of his customers came from. In fact, it was probably from the Bigelow Company that your mother obtained small remnants of carpet to wrap up the bricks she heated in the kitchen fireplace and then carried upstairs to the cold bedroom where she placed the bricks to the freezing cold beds. Certainly a far cry from the electric blanket you began using in your comfortably heated home more than 50 years later. What about those chickens and ducks in your backyard? It's a lot easier now to get those eggs at the Stop and Shop. But what fond memories you have of that sense of security you had from knowing that your family could get through the winter months because of those barrels filled with apples, potatoes, and onions, and that the 3-foot-high can of milk was sufficient enough to make all the pot cheese, cottage cheese, and sour cream for you and your brother. Speaking of your brother, I hope you're no longer harboring hard feelings for Uncle Milton because you were the one who had to fetch the Friday Shabbos dinner at the market, which was adjacent to the Arab market. So while Milton peacefully played Mozart on his violin at home, you madly raced in your knickers through the streets wielding a live chicken to fend off Arab hooligans. That's what it is. Oh, it looks like bullies instead. It's hard to read this. Did you know yourself that when Ruth Berg, the piano teacher, came to give you a lesson, you hid and no one could find you? But somehow, you did manage to learn to play 2 Chopin preludes which carried you through life. But alas, we must lament for Uncle Milton, for he missed the personal computer revolution. He could have played his sonatas on a Mac II, and later recorded it on a compact disc, later to be played and heard with the clearest and finest sounds unimaginable to the ears when listening to the scratchy sounds emanating from his Victrola. On December 12, 1903, when you were 4 years old, the Wright brothers experimented with their flying machine at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The bird was a wonder to behold, and you had been there to watch it lift. Had you been there to watch it lift itself clumsily off the ground, you would have been spellbound. You certainly could not have imagined that 40-plus years later you'd nonchalantly board one of those updated crafts and fly to business meetings in New York, Chicago, without not a thought as to how it all got started. When you were 10 in 1909, you walked everywhere or perhaps took the trolley. Henry Ford sold 10,607 Model Ts that year, but one was not sold to the Harry Aronson family. There were no such things as radios, vacuum cleaners, and TV sets. Could you at 10 ever imagine in your wildest dreams lying upstairs in that cold bed of yours with the bricks warming your toes that 70 years later in 1969, you'd watch a man in baggy overalls and a helmet and a hose attached to it walk on the moon from a box in your living room, transmitting live pictures from another planet? By the time you were born, Stanley had met Livingston, and it took the whole year to find out about it. Now you sit in your lazy boy and watch, I can't read his name, Mahuganan pick his nose in Afghanistan, live on CNN. No, you and your family had other concerns then, to make sure the kerosene lamps were lit in the house before the street lights went off at 9 p.m. and turned everything pitch black. To tend the vegetable garden in the backyard, your job, so that your mother, on a warm day, could pick lettuce and juicy red tomatoes to make sandwiches for a picnic. You can still remember the delicious taste of the mustard and lemon juice she used to use as a kind of lemon mayonnaise to spread on the thick homemade slices of bread. You ran down to the neighborhood grocer to buy milk for 7 cents a quart, bread for 8 cents a loaf, and beef for 25 cents a pound.
And fish for 7 cents a pound.
Doesn't say that here. Now you buy beef for $7.86 a pound, and on every Friday you scrub the kitchen floor in preparation of the Sabbath while you listen to the strains of Milton's violin coming from the living room. Remember that?
He wasn't around.
Well, by 1914, World War I was waging. It didn't really affect you personally for another 4 years, by which time you were 19 years old and it was 1918. At that point, you could be seen at 5:30 hours, and by 1947, memories of the Depression had faded. National Transparent Plastic was flourishing, and you took a month off and went to Nassau, where you had dinner at the Mohegan Club with Gladstone and Douglas Wallace, and watched Mr. Chapin whirl Mrs. Wallace around the dance floor while his borrowed tuxedo trousers, 3 sizes too big, slowly slithered down his ankles. Now picture that little 10-year-old boy in the knickers running around the dirt road in the north end of Springfield with a chick in his hand, and here you were 38 years later taking planes to Nassau and perhaps having your picture taken at the Mohegan with someone with one of those new Polaroid cameras, the very beginning of instant gratification that Americans were becoming accustomed to, along with instant cake mixes. By the mid-1950s, you had your very own television set in the living room where your mother, born before the Civil War, watched John Cameron Swayze and the Ed Sullivan Show. Remember the quart of milk for 7 cents? Money that your father worked long hours to earn? Well, you were certainly light years away from those days when you got one of the first credit cards, the Diners Club card. You could buy as much milk as you wanted. You didn't even have to use money, just plastic.
That's very tough.
Now, let me tell all of you where that came from.
Yeah, where did you get the information?
I don't know.
I'll tell you, stories. Dad,
But I got
you
this on my
remember-
machine yesterday.
Okay.
That is wonderful.
Did fax that to you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Saturday?
Yeah.
Dad,
And it's
Bishy and I had lunch with you in the Sheridan a year ago with a tape machine. And we asked you to tell the story of your life.
The Sheridan?
And then we continued at your house.
In Tucson?
No,
Oh, here?
Here, a year ago.
Uh-huh.
And then I left and she continued. That's where all that came from. There was a reason for it, so she could write it down.
Oh, really? Oh, you had a tape machine and I didn't know
We
it.
taped you.
No, it was an interview.
Right.
Well, let's have lunch.
So that was your life.
Terrific. I get you some.
My dog, and even before, that human beings are only animals like my dog, except that we're in a higher stage of development mentally. Otherwise, we're no different. We're animals. Unfortunately, we forget that. We make a little money and we begin to think we're pretty big. We know more than everybody. Jeffrey, when I was 28, well, when I'll be 30, I'll be worth $100,000. And I'm going to retire. $100,000 in 1929 is equivalent to, I guess, $1 million today. But when 1930 came around, I was in debt to the bank that took me until 1938 to pay off. So money is funny. It's in your hands today and somehow you can lose it tomorrow. And the trouble with most of us is we all get pretty swell and think we're just special when we stop making money. And the one thought I have tried to impose upon my sons, if one by pure luck, that I refer to Elliot, just luck, I'm not saying he isn't a damn good businessman. He's an excellent businessman. But many of the circumstances that have put him in his position are due to luck. And I will say that Elliot doesn't. He's a wonderful son, and he is a very good brother. I'm sure of that. And I want him to continue that. Money, I don't have much money, but I have enough to live on, and I realize now that I have arrived at the age of 90, money is not the important thing in this world. Not yet. You can't do much without it. But you don't need too much to live a comfortable, happy life. And what is important, and what is the greatest treasure you can possess, is your health. You have your health, you are a billionaire. And I guess that's about all I can say to you all. I hope I'll be around. I thank you for your gifts, and I must say, I am...
The number one and number two sons, Herbert and Dick.
Well, I wasn't speaking to anybody, only to Elliot, because he's got more money than Herbert and Dick, and I have. And I want him to remember that he's to share it with his less fortunate financially.
Right, with Herbie and Dick.
Yeah, and Penny, and
somebody say Dickie.
And Regina. Yes, that's important. I love Elliot no more because he's got a few more dollars than they have. No more than I do the rest of them. They all mean the same to me. If I can go on another year, I'll be very happy and contented. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to that. Where is she? She ain't even around. I'm very grateful to Dee Dee, who has been just grateful to me every moment of. At 5:30 this morning, she had my milk at my bedside, hot milk with a piece of bread, and.
What about Chinny?
And Chinny is, without Chinny, I don't know what would happen. I don't know. He is a great companion. So all I can say, I must tell you that for a moment, I realized that we get into little petty arguments and grievances between members of the family. I do with my children sometimes, they do, cousins and what have you. And isn't it all very silly? Because in the final analysis, this is the family. This is Just like the Genovese. I thought it was Genovese. He says the Genovese family. They kill for one another. So family is important, very important. And there's nobody else but family when the chips are down. So we must overcome our little petty grievances and silly problems that we find developed for no reason at all, and rise above it. Rise above it.
Well said.
And I'm all through talking.
That was wonderful.
Well,
To be continued at your 100th.
it is not
party.
raining. The
Best
sun
wishes.
is out.
Get out of here.
Did you take my little guy sleeping?
Get out of here. Yeah.
Will you show Jeffrey how to use that? Jeff, will you please
Look at that kid.
I do know how.
I told her.
I do.
Why don't you take a picture of him sleeping, Shannon?
I did. This is wedding.
That was cute.
Is that both of us?
Hey there, Grandpa, Dad, or whatever.
Birthday to
You better come over now before it's dead. Hurry up, you gotta blow the candles out.
Nice to meet you.
Somehow
Oh,
we
you
gotta
got
get
some
down.
plates?
Oh, isn't it?
We're dressed.
Oh, really?
Well, you're looking pretty good. I'm feeling better than I have in a long time. That's great. I'm 20 minutes on
Better
the...
hurry. Blow out the candles. The cake is...
Oh my God! Oh my God! No, wait, that was the funniest thing I saw yet. Emphysema? What happened to your emphysema?
Did I have such a thing?
Do we get to see the video today? I'm still waiting to see Lynn's wedding.
We take that.
Stop playing! Now, everybody have some cake.
90 on it.
Oh, yes, it has.
You lost a few years.
Cut out anything.
Apple cake and apple something.
Where are the plates?
I'm only going to make the first cut.
Okay, all right, that's good. We'll get the plates.
You cut it.
Okay.
I make it.
Okay. Nice cake. Chocolate mousse cake.
Beautiful. That's a picture.
Good looking baby.
Gorgeous.
Cute looking baby.
Yeah, looks just like Kenny.
Yeah, it does.
Want some champagne?
Is he beautiful?
Very.
See Uncle Jack? Uncle Jack?
I enjoy the paint
What happened to my cup?
We're like, and I said,
I could tell you things
I have to
today,
try it.
it's
I can't just
impossible.
take my measurements. I can't do
But if
anything.
those things happen, they do happen.
I found one, and they did have.
You have a-
the one I
your
tried,
father?
my size was white. And they had
I'm...
All right. Now. What kind of cake is this?
Well, one is chocolate cake, chocolate layer cake. It looks like a tart. And the other is an apple cake. So I'm combining a little of each.
Now, give me one word to describe that chocolate cake.
Scrumptious,
And the apple?
outstanding.
Any other words of wisdom for the day?
Oh yes, I'm getting full. I ate too much.
So did I.
She looks just like him. I want to talk to my niece. She looks just like her father. Yeah. Over there, along with the Weisses. Still bringing Ms.
Talk a little bit louder.
Yeah, I spoke to Doreen.
Talking to the mic.
I told Doreen. I didn't tell Hillary. I told Doreen.
Talking to the mic, please.
Take a picture of everybody, please. Everybody. Is there a tripod upstairs?
What?
You can get this on the video. We get everybody together. Please.
Said the only thing was that you go to theirs.
Where was your stand?
I won't have fun without you.
Michael, organize this.
Okay.
What a sensuous couple.
Where are you going? Now, is this autofocus? Yeah, it is. Pretty neat.
Wait a minute, we want
Don't
to
waste time.
Everyone this way.
Where's the practice?
You don't want the sun in the camera.
Where are you going?
Dee Dee, come on. Come on.
Where do you want us? Over there?
You don't want the sun in the camera. You don't want the sun this way, do you? I would think you better put it down.
Saw my great aunt a couple of times and all my cousins.
It's fun to watch getting us all assembled. Get over there as everybody walks over here.
You're still in Massachusetts.
Go back
What
there
happened?
and then give it to
Wait, you were looking
Tell us she's in the
What happened to the guy? A year ago, he was president. Dodge picture.
really good.
Why?
Give me a camera.
You gotta come here. Massachusetts now has the second lowest bond rating.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit.
Everybody, takes
Good boy. Maybe she wants to pet the dog.
Clever's wife, of course.
Dad, here's a seat for you in front. Look at that.
Where'd you do that?
No, this is a ball. Where's
Well, they load out Regina.
Hi, I'm Regina. We wish you were here. But your letter was beautiful. It was a really nice thing to write for your dad. And we look forward to introducing you to Brooke Leslie sometime soon, we hope.
The end.
Run over here. Come on, get in the picture.
Danny, you...
Hello, Bijou. We miss you.
Wait a minute. Do we want to do cameo close-ups here?
Sure. Yeah. Hey, just do a pan across the group.
A little tighter than it was. All right, you ready?
Get out of here.
That would help.
Maybe we should put a little more on it.
If we go away, you've got.
We
Can
put
you
a
take
little
him?
more on it so one
Like
thing
you could be
so
with
much.
the
I
cat.
can take him.
We put this in.
He's so wonderful.
You might not get him back, though.
Oh, I'll get him back.
No, you don't know me. I love animals.
You don't know his
He knows me.
Is this for Regina?
Yeah.
Hi, Reg.
Everyone has to go home eventually, right?
We loved what you wrote. That was very nice, very touching. Appreciated it. And we miss you, but you're here in spirit, and we loved what you did. And I know you're going to get a big, big kick out of this, especially from your brother, Hubie, and Gloria. And that's it. To you and the family. That's it.
Like it seems to me that Daddy, I can see Daddy in my own face. I can't believe it. The other day I said that when I looked at you, I saw John Aronson. Now as I look at that, I can see Herbert, not now, but before, my son Herbert, and all the members of the family have a resemblance, strong resemblance to each other. And that man I'm looking at is going on 91 years of age. It looks to me as though I had a mustache on underneath there. Huh. That's right. Now you're reading. What's that brown stuff, Michael? What is that? Cornbread of some kind?
This? Onion.
Oh, that's an onion?
We're going to go sit by the pool because there's no breeze now. I bet it's hot. They want to swim.
So what did you think of the movie last night?
Marvelous. Marvelous. I was quite surprised, however, that such a well-known, famous actress like Dunaway had such a little bit of a part. She was only on there twice for a moment. Not very much.
What would you like to watch tonight? Another Western or?
Whatever you want. Well, I like the Western.
Who do you like, Kirk Douglas, or would you want to see Humphrey Bogart?
I don't get it.
Cary Grant?
I don't get it. Makes no difference. But it was good for me. You know, that's the first time that I recall going to bed at 11 since I'm here. I think the infection is leaving me.
And if you go to bed later, you sleep later.
Well, I had enough sleep. 6 or 5 hours is plenty. I took a sleeping pill and I awoke about 2:30. I looked at the watch. But I went back to sleep and I slept until about 5:30, 5:45. He came up.
Yeah, it's not good for your body to lay in bed all day.
Or your mind.
You need to get exercise.
I started, after I got up, I started to perspire, but not like I have been. Not quite so bad.
So, have you ever stayed in this hotel?
No. No. No.
When you came to Tucson, what, 8, 10 years ago?
Yeah, I stayed at a Holiday 10 years ago. I stayed at some Holiday Inn hotels in July, too.
Must have been like an oven. Must have been like an oven.
I couldn't go near the pool unless you had shoes on. Feet burn.
Mania.
Are you sure?
What about your mother?
My mother was born in New York City. She taught school there.
How'd she end up in Springfield?
She married my father. He has his brother. Family lived here.
What was they just coming?
I can't seem to get at it.
So we'll get another piece.
No, let's not waste it.
What would happen if we had Bill Turner with us, with all this food left on the other tables?
have to edit this out.
Oh boy, I never saw anything like him in my life. I don't think he's changed either.
Well, he has
Take your plate.
I'll probably get another piece.
no water. Bill, he has a healthy appetite.
He can eat what's left on everybody else's plate unless he's changed. The last time I had a wallet, there was a shoe show, and your grandma and I were going to St. Thomas. In my wallet was not much cash, $150, $200, and all my credit cards, and my airplane ticket. And I got the shoe show. It was at the New York. It was on a Saturday. And I got in a cab, got off at Park and 49th, to go in the Park Avenue entrance of the Waldorf, and I paid the cabbie. And I got out of the car. When I got out of the car, I realized that I didn't have my wallet. You understand?
Uh-oh.
No.
Did you lose it?
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And you have a good afternoon.
You too.
Thank you.
Oh, this is absolutely true, no exaggeration. And I tried to catch the cab, the lights turns, and off he goes. So there was a precinct there not far, near between 3rd Avenue and Lexington. I went over there and they laughed at me. Go find a taxi. He says, forget it, you lost it. We were leaving Monday. Your father was in Springfield. And because all my ticket names was in there, the credit card. Anyhow, a lady called me at the hotel, and she said, are you Mr. Aronson? Yes. She said, I am Mrs. Brown, and I have your wallet. And if you care to come over, I'd be very happy to give it to you. Losing a wallet in a cab in New York City.
With 150 in cash.
I went over and I met this little lady. She was a widow. And did you ever hear of the real estate in New York, Brown and Harrison or something like that?
The big developers.
Greatest, biggest. That was her husband, Brown. He had died. I said, well, how did you get hold of it, Mrs. Brown? She said, well, I had a gentleman come to visit me, and he got in the cab after you left, and he reached around, he had the wallet. So I said, gee, I feel as though I should reward him somehow, and she laughed. She's the gentleman who picked up your wallet was the executive vice president of the Chase National Bank. So I said to her, this is the God's truth. And meanwhile, she went in to get me a drink. She had a living room, I swear to God, the living room was from here to that wall. I never saw anything like it in my life.
50 feet.
I never saw anything like it. It was...
Park Avenue or Fifth Avenue apartments?
No, it was between Park and up a little further from the Waldorf. Anyway, I said, well, I do get to New York quite frequently, and could we have dinner? She says, I would love to. She starts mentioning these high places that, oh, I forget the names of the most exclusive places. Yeah, well, I never did. But I went downstairs and on the corner, I remember it must have been Madison and something, or Lexington. There was a florist, so I went in there and I said to her, to the florist, I got all my credit cards and my airline tickets, everything. I said, would you send Mrs. Brown, who lives around the corner, some roses? She says, Mr. Brown orders special flowers every single day. Well, I said, would you send him, and I'll give you my card. So I sent her some flowers. That was Jake. I never saw her again.
When was
this? A little woman.
What year, about? 50, 60?
I would say 60. I would say 60. Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Imagine getting your car, losing a wallet. And the funny part of it is, I had bought the wallet in a very exclusive store called Soka. And that may have had some impression. I still have the wallet.
And you haven't used the wallet since then?
Never used the wallet again.
So for 30 years you've been using rubber bands?
Well, yeah, that's all right. What's the objection? See, I got one on here. I've had money clips, but I don't like money clips.
Oh, the fancy metal ones.
No, they have thin ones, all kinds. I'd like to take home one of those cups.
I'll ask her for a dry one.
I'll ask her for one, yeah. Yeah, that's a funny story. That actually happened. Losing a wallet with cash.
I found a woman's purse on Broadway about a month ago, and there was a wallet in there and money and credit cards, and it belonged to a student, a girl at Columbia University. And I looked up her number and I called her. She didn't even know that she had lost it. It had just, the strap had broken and fallen off, and so I got it back to her. I was thinking, oh, maybe, you know, who knows? When I found it, I said, maybe it's a drug dealer's, it's filled with cash. But, you know, it's like $30 in there.
Didi, last time Didi, where the hell was she? I think she was, oh, Miss, could I buy or have one of those cups?
Yeah, I'll bring you some more.
Thanks, just one or two would be just lovely. Didi was getting on a plane in Tucson, coming home, I don't know, last year. And she had on a 3-stranded pearl bracelet, which was insured, I think, $1,200. In running, she was late to catch the plane, and she ran up the ramp somehow when she got to the plane and they were taking off. She lost it. Never heard. She called me. I called the airport police. I called everything. But she collected the $1,200 from the insurance company.
So it's not too bad a deal.
No, she was very lucky. So she bought another one. Come on, you lazy bone. Come on, you want a cookie? Come on, come over here. He likes the ones that have a little meat and it looks like meat, like a hot dog, you know, sandwich. She bought the, come on. Up, up, up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Up, up. You got them? Huh?
Yep.
Okay. Some dogs, they walk backwards, forwards on their first, but she didn't train them right. We sent him to a school for behavior when he was a puppy. Then I got sick, I went away, and you have to keep at it, you know. Jimmy, up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Up, up. You this one, you get used to them, you can't help but this one, you know. And he senses those who like him and those who don't. Now, John apparently doesn't like those. And he won't go near him.
I think he's ready.
Jenny, come on. Here, come on. Cookie, Cookie, come on, over here. Come on, you had enough? You don't like these. Come on, come on, come on. Up, 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 up. I don't know what the hell to do. I think maybe I'll call.
All right, go ahead.
Jenny, Cookie, Cookie, Cookie. That's the fifth. You got him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Jim, that bunch is out for blood. If I throw Horace in their teeth, I said forget about him. Horace Miller goes to the Senate and that settles it. I won't send Horace Miller. Oh, you won't? No, I won't. I won't let you stay.
Are you getting it, John? He's already given it one.
Come on. Come on. Oh, well, I'm glad to see you. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go get it. Come on. Here. Come on, baby. Come on. Go away. Go away today. Come over here. Go away today. Yeah. Come here. Come on, baby. Come on. Goddamn dog, I'm gonna kill you for that. You're gonna get a whipping. You're not going into car for a ride, no. Here, come on, baby. Here, I'm glad you're back. I didn't want to tell that lady who you're her whole life, I guess. You're gonna go in the car for a ride. No, no. Well, I think she'll come back now. Is she still over there? That's the young one, you know it. That's the young one. And she's gonna have babies pretty soon.
As president of 13, I know this station needs new members to grow and serve you better. New members are the future of 13. That's why we have a reasonable request to make. Watch one primetime station break tonight. Spend a few minutes seeing what's ahead here on 13. Once you understand why membership means better television for you, I think you'll decide to join. And that's what will make this no-pledge fundraising experiment a success.
Tonight, after the news hour, America's melting pot forges a language all its own. At 9, Neil Simon is the world's most financially successful playwright, but accolades are not enough for this artist committed to his craft. Animation takes center stage, followed by a performance from the New York City Ballet. Tonight. This concludes our broadcast day on Channel 13 WNET. Owned and operated by the Educational Broadcasting Corporation, assigned to Newark, New Jersey, and serving the tri-state metropolitan area. This is a non-profit, non-commercial television station broadcasting 7 days a week. Thank you for watching member-supported 13. Good night.